Hi guys, welcome. Dan here from the Magic Junk Drawer, and I'm here. I have about an hour, give or take, to answer some questions. So hopefully that doesn't fall over. So if anyone has questions, you can start sending them in, and I'm going to try to go live again tomorrow, but I can't really swear to it. Hi, how are you? Tomorrow is kind of a funny day. Thursdays and Fridays are my weird days because I have class at 6 a.m. So I have to leave here at about 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, thanks. So Thursdays and Fridays are a little bit weird and all over the place. And tonight I have to go back to work. How does Khalid feel towards me? Is he the one? How does Khalid feel? I think he feels good. He definitely sees you in a positive light. Okay, so I don't know how old you guys are, but the pages show up. And so the pages are usually younger people, like say under 30, maybe even under 25. But we got the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. In the center is the Eight of Wands in reverse, which means that things may not change quickly. It could be a little bit slow for things to start changing, but the Three of Cups is a celebration. So he's definitely looking at you in a positive light. And the last card is the Hierophant, which is either one of you is a Taurus or it's a spiritual connection. So there's a definite connection here. Let me see if he's the one for you. What's the percentage that Khalid is the one? Okay. The first card I turned over was an ace, so that's 33% chance right there. Now, that was the only ace you got, but then you also got the Three of Cups again. And then along with that, you have Temperance, which is in reverse. So I can't swear he's the one forever, but there is a definite connection here. And I think that there's definitely going to be more to this relationship. It may not happen overnight, but I think it's going to happen. You may just have to give it a little bit of time. All right, let's see. Who is next? He's a Cancer. Okay. So then the Taurus thing is a spiritual connection that the two of you have. Yes, you should continue studying astrology. That's my gut answer, but I'm going to answer with the cards. I would always suggest if somebody has an interest in any of those things that they should stick with it. You got two aces, 70% chance you should stick with it. Definitely, 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 definitely. I think I messed things up with the Scorpio guy I like. Did I? How is he feeling towards me? Okay, first let me ask, did we mess things up? I'm going to say no because everything can be fixed. Everything can be fixed. But let's ask the cards. Did we mess things up? No, you got two aces. So I'm going to say that something may have upset him. He could be a little annoyed, but remember, everything is fixable. So this is such a tough thing for us, most of us, to wrap our brains around, with the idea that everybody is you pushed out. If you think that you messed things up with him, you're sort of projecting that out into the universe. So that's what's being shown back to you. If you kind of change the way you're looking at the situation and think, I mean, everything is everything is fixable, right? So I would say, if you change the way you look at the situation, what will be reflected back to you will be different. So I know it's hard. It's like, from studying the law of attraction, this is what I've been taught, and it's hard for me to wrap my brain around it. Nobody else is a separate person from you. You control everything. So it's what's going on in your own mind that is coming into the physical world. So if you feel like you mess things up, then that's what's going to play out in your life. If you feel like, well, I don't know, I said something stupid or I did something stupid, but it's all going to blow over, then it's going to blow over. And it's hard to kind of get a grasp on that. If you create your own reality, and you could have anything in the world that you wanted, and people could behave exactly the way you wanted them to behave, then change the way you think about it and the answer will change. Which is why the tarot cards are really just a snapshot of what's happening right now, because we can change it. But I feel like it's hard for us to understand that we can change it. Do you know what I mean? I hope that helps. All right, but let's ask how he's feeling right now. That was the other part of the question, right? I know, it's like, I feel like most of us grew up feeling like destiny and fate was something that was predetermined and that we didn't have much control over it. But the more that I've studied this stuff, the more I realize we do have control over it. And if you look back on your life, all of those shitty things that have happened were things that you thought about. Like, I mean, I self-prophesized so many things in my life. Never anything good, only the bad things. Okay, so it does look like if he was upset about something, it's sort of ending because the Five of Swords is in reverse. And then the Three of Cups, which is a celebration, so it is going to blow over. And then the last card is the Two of Swords, which is, it's either a decision needs to be made or a decision was made, or somebody's having a hard time making the decision. This could have nothing to do with you, so I wouldn't even worry about that. And it's funny because it's like we are our own worst enemies. It reminds me of that movie. The movie was from back in the 90s, and I don't want to give the answer away if you haven't seen it, but it was called either Don't Speak to Strangers or Never Speak to Strangers, and Rebecca De Mornay was the actress in the main role. And if you watch that movie, by the end of the movie, you'll be like, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. It's very interesting. If you get a chance to watch that movie, I mean, it's not a law of attraction thing, but it just shows you, like, who is the worst enemy? Who is her worst enemy? Can you see what repressed emotions are standing in the way of my career? My career readings keep bringing up the Emperor, meaning my father or a relationship standing in my way. It's weird, I'm an Aries. So if the Emperor is coming up, that could just be you, or you're an Aries moon. Even still, that could be you. If you have a strong personality, it doesn't have to be that there is somebody else standing in your way, unless you think there is. So this goes back again to the law of attraction thing. If you have the kind of idea in your head that, like, say, I'm going for this job, I don't know, I'm going for a job to be, I don't know, top banker. And while you're on the interview, you're thinking, this job is too good for me. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good enough for this job. And it dates back to something that your father said to you, or a male-like figure, because sometimes it's just a fatherly figure if the Emperor is coming up. Then that's what's being reflected. Now, I had a friend who he never completed any training after high school. No training. Like, he started things, never finished them. This guy could land jobs, high-paying jobs, like nobody's business. I don't even know how many jobs he had. I mean, we're talking like back in the 90s, he'd get hired somewhere making $55,000 a year, no education. She would just get hired. but his attitude was he really didn't want to work and he didn't really want the job. So it was very easy for him to go in there and kind of wing it. And then when he didn't want to do it anymore, he would walk out or he would quit or whatever would happen. And then he'd go on unemployment or whatever. But it just goes to show you, it's like he didn't have the need and the desire for the job, so he would get it. The rest of us that are like, oh my God, if I don't get this job, I'm not going to eat. There's a lot more weighing on it for us, and then we question everything. So I want to just pull a couple of cards to see if there is anything standing in your way. But that Aries, the Emperor could be you. You got the world here at your feet. So the first card here is the Star, which is a wish, okay? So that's good. And right in the center is the World. You can have whatever you want. The last card is the Temperance card, which is a Sagittarius, or it just might be that you need to have a little bit of patience. Maybe you just haven't found the right job yet. I don't think that there's anything standing in your way. And I actually think with an Aries moon, you could be a real go-getter. Definitely. Remember, we're our own worst enemies, so... Is anyone coming into my life? Okay, let's see what's happening here for Dingus. 6, 11, 12. Yes, 2 aces, which would be 70% chance, and the swords, which would be an air sign. Now, the question that always comes with that is when. Everyone wants to know when. So let me pull a playing card just to see. So air would be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Ten of Diamonds. So 10 could be October, 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months, or it could be the winter with the diamonds. I'm thinking it's probably closer to October. What do the spirit guides tell me? What do I really need to hear right now? Okay. Shayavish. Okay, what do the spirits want us to know? Okay, so I don't know if you've recently come through a betrayal of some sort. If you did, you're getting over it, or it's going to pass when this card is in reverse. The next card here is the Two of Pentacles, which means that balance is being restored to your life. So when this card shows up, it's balance in work, balance with school. So it's like equal time. You don't have one area of your life dominating another. It's going to be equal. And then the Two of Pentacles is also working well together. So it even could be that a relationship is coming into your life, or a relationship that you're in, balance gets restored to it. So if you feel like you've been doing too much of the work, it's going to start to balance out. The last card you have here is the Wheel of Fortune. So the spirits want you to know that you can have whatever you want. To set your mind to it and go for it. I hope that helps. All right, let's see what's happening. Will Juwan like me more than a friend? Okay, is there a love connection between Juwan? Okay. What's the matter, buddy? You stuck? You want to get past? Yeah, all right, I'll move. Go ahead. Go ahead, go past me. Yes, I think so. Now, you got two aces, which is a 70% chance that there are more feelings there than just friendship. And then the last card here is the Six of Swords in reverse, which means upright, it's like leaving. It could even be going on a trip, or it could be crossing oceans to see each other. In reverse, it's like this person's not going anywhere. So this person is going to remain in your life. I think that you're going to have I think the relationship will end up transforming itself. Where was I? Oh, yes, I have a pit bull. He's the best. I love him. And I am my worst enemy. And we all are. We all are. But you can change it. You just have to cut the thoughts off right at the moment. So if you go into, say, a job interview and you're thinking, oh my God, they're never going to hire me. I'm not smart enough. At that moment, you stop it and you're like, no, I intend to get this job. So if you go to the doctor and you're like, oh my God, I probably have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, I'm probably not going to live to see the end of the week. Stop it right there and say, I am in perfect health and I expect to hear that right now. And it's hard. I don't know why it's so hard. I don't know if it's like a survival thing, like we try to brace ourselves for bad news, but I think most of us do it. And then when something shitty happens, we're surprised. But that's what we put out there. Like, I intend to have perfect health. I intend to be in great shape. I intend to be well respected. I intend to get this job. I intend to have so many jobs that I have to choose which one, and I'm having a hard time making the decision. So you just have to change the way you think right at that moment, which is, it's not always so easy, especially me, because I'm always sarcastic. So I'm always like, yeah, I'm never going to get this job. Oh, fat chance. Yeah, when pigs fly. Yeah, okay, I'm glad that you're being funny. And meanwhile, you're sending out all of this shit into the universe. So for me, it's been very difficult, but I keep working on it. Keep working on it. You just don't give up. Okay. Oh, I'm pretty far behind here. How does he feel about me right now? Ini. How's he feeling about me right now? Okay, I don't know if you guys recently had some arguing or bickering. If you did, don't worry about it because they're both in reverse. The wands and the swords are in reverse, and right in the center of the card of the spread is the sun, which is happiness. So this person does feel good about you. I don't know if you guys recently had some words, and if you did, don't worry, it's going to blow over. The sun is like one of the best cards in the deck that you can get. So that was Ini. How does Kobe feel about me? Okay, Shay, how does Kobe feel about me? He definitely feels positive about you. But in himself, it seems like he's struggling. He's either feeling complacent or he's stagnant. He's not moving forward just yet. However, and then the last card here is the Ten of Wands in reverse, which means if he was feeling burdened by something, he's going to come out of it. But this is what you got in the center, which is good. So the Three of Cups is positive, it's a celebration. The two aces, something here could change fast, and you could get a new offering of love. Even though that's Pentacles, we're asking a relationship question, so we could kind of look at it like it's the Ace of Cups. So I think that there is some either crap going on in his life that was either making him feel burdened or feeling like he couldn't move forward just yet, but he does see you in a positive light, and whatever it is, it's going to end. His garbage is going to go away. Let's see. Where are we? How is Aaron feeling about me at this moment for Brianna? The Knight of Cups. He's feeling like he is the knight in shining armor, Knight of Cups. Then he also has got the Hangman, which means he may not be feeling like he's moving forward just yet. And the Page of Pentacles could be a little stagnant too, because the Pentacles move slow. There's also a little bit of bickering here, which is, that's all right. Don't worry about it. And then the last card is the High Priestess. So with the Knight of Cups and the High Priestess on either end, it's like he feels like he's the knight in shining armor and he will be using his intuition. There's a little bit of stagnant crap in between. But once again, we've got that, we had the eclipse on the 16th. We've got Mercury retrograde. There's like 5 other planets retrograde. If people aren't moving forward today or this week, don't worry about it because, you know, it's not forever. Where was I? How is my vacation? How will my vacation go? All right. If you're going before the end of the month, just allow yourself enough time because you know travel could be a little bit dicey while Mercury is retro. Or even up until August 15th. Just allow yourself a little more time. You know, if they tell you to get to the airport 2 hours early, get there 2.5 hours early just to be safe. I think that your vacation is going to be pretty smooth. So you have the King of Pentacles, which is an earth sign. It could be you, it could be somebody you're going with. And then this is like a little bit of a nuisance, the 10 of Swords, but it's in reverse, so it's not that big of a deal. It could be either getting over a wound, healing from the wound, moving past the wound, and this might be happening while you're on vacation. And then you have the 6 of Cups, which may be looking back on something with rose-colored glasses. Sometimes we look back on things from the past and they seem like they were better, or we remember them better than they actually were, or it could be somebody from your past comes back. Who knows? Maybe you go on vacation and you meet somebody, you know, you run into somebody that you haven't seen in years. The last card here is the Ace of Swords. Something may change quickly around the vacation. Who knows? Maybe, I don't know, like Ed, who knows? When the swords show up, something happens out of nowhere, and it happens quickly. But I think the vacation is going to be good. Just make sure that you allow yourself enough time so that things don't get, I mean, I don't know about you, but I get anxiety if I feel like I'm going to be late. It drives me nuts. Maybe we'll go, how does Darius feel regarding our current situation? Okay, the 9 of Cups is the wish card. So I don't know what the current situation is, but he's hopeful that either it's going to be a good turnout or he's hopeful. This is the wish card. So when this card shows up, a wish comes true. So if you just started a relationship with this person, it could be hoping that it turns into something good, or it could be a wish comes true for one of you. So let's put it that way. If one of you wants to make this relationship something bigger, you get that wish. You also have the Star card, which is also a positive sign, and it's also sort of like a wish upon a star. Could also be an Aquarius if one of you are an Aquarius. And then the last card here is the Queen of Pentacles. So that could be an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. So what I'm thinking here, I don't know what the situation is. If it's a negative situation, he's hopeful that that can change. If it's a positive situation, he's hopeful that it can grow into something bigger or something better. So these are positive cards. It's not like he's thinking, well, I need to get the hell out of here. You know, like that's not what's happening. This is like either contentment or hopefulness for the future. Thank you, Tiffany. What are my blockages? Is there a spirit or a curse? All right, let me just answer that super chat first. What are my blockages? You don't have a curse. Any messages from Spirit? Stop thinking so much. Stop worrying. Okay. So, Tiffany, the Four of Cups. You've got a lot happening here, right? And you may be focused on this and you're missing the offering that's right in front of you. So it's like being preoccupied, spending a lot of time thinking and in contemplation. You have the Empress, which is like the Earth Mother. It's like the Venus, money, abundance, fertility. It's all things feminine, abundant, and beautiful. You have the Magician, which means magic is here to help you. You can make a wish, you can focus on your intentions, you're going to get what you want. However, you're worried. So it's this worrying and this contemplation that you're driving yourself crazy with. The last card is the King of Swords. So if somebody around you is an air sign or you're an air sign, this could be you, Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. Now, when it comes to all these questions about black magic and curses, my entire life, I felt like I was cursed. I felt like somebody was wishing me evil. I've seen all kinds of people. I've paid all kinds of prices to have that crap lifted from me. And in all of my research, in all of my years, nobody has been able to do anything for me because it all came from me. Now, as far as negative entities and spirits, yeah, they can be around you, and they can even attach to you from my understanding of it. But if you raise your vibration high enough, they can't attach to you, or they can't stick to you. So say, for example, somebody that spends a lot of time drinking, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing because I used to go out drinking all the time when I was younger. I just kind of grew out of it. But when you're drunk, your vibration gets lowered. So it's easier for these spirits to sort of adhere to you. What you can do to get rid of them, the cheapest, simplest way is take a bath with salt water. Salt water, you can use a salt lamp if you want to get fancy and buy one. You can fill bowls of water with salt, put them under your bed, put them in the corners of the house. If you don't want people to know, fill a bowl with salt, and make it like a centerpiece. You can put candles in it, you know, whatever. It looks like a centerpiece. Nobody's got to know anything. But you're not cursed. Problem is that idea gets into our head. We keep saying it, we keep putting it out there, and then bad things keep happening because that's what we're putting out. And listen, I did it for years, so I am definitely not throwing stones. I'm just speaking from my experience, and I don't want anybody to have to go through that. Because if you can control your life, if you could have anything you wanted just by thinking about it, what would you choose? And focus on that. Will my finances get better? For the Ace of Spades. I know, finances. Ugh. I get very anxious when I have to think about finances. Two aces, one of them being the Ace of Swords. I think that something is going to change fast when it comes to your finances. I do. So I think that if you're going through some kind of a struggle now, or if you're applying for a loan and you've been rejected by a couple of them, you might get one out of the blue. Something's going to change. So yeah, I do think your finances will improve. Okay, let me answer that super chat first, just in case, because I have a lot here. Will my bone marrow biopsy results show myoblast close to 20%, or will they be fibrous scar tissues? Okay. I'm going to ask, will they show scar tissues? Will they show scar tissues? So you got one ace for showing scar tissues. You got the Knight of Swords here, which is something could change fast or news could come in fast. So I'm not really sure I would think the scar tissues would be a better diagnosis than the other thing. Medically, I'm just not really sure what exactly is going on, but this will be my suggestion. And trust me, especially when it comes to medical things, it's very hard for most people. A lot of people get that, like, I know I get it, white coat syndrome, where they get nervous when they have to go to the doctor. Whatever the diagnosis is that you want, I intend for my diagnosis to come back perfect. I intend to be healthy. I intend, whatever you want that doctor to say to you, say it in your head and say it over and over again. And every time something else comes into your mind that contradicts that statement, you just go back to it. I intend to be healthy. I intend to get a perfect health report back today, whenever the appointment is. Because from what they tell me, we can control these things. And I kind of believe it just because of the things I've done to myself in the past. So focus on, I intend for my diagnosis to be perfect. I intend to be healthy. You can even write it out. Sometimes I feel like I can channel more energy into writing rather than just thinking or chanting or whatever. I hope that helps, and keep us posted. Let me see. Where are we? Will my bone marrow biopsy results be? Okay, focus on you're getting back positive results. I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy. 33% chance came back that it was going to be the scar tissue. So let's ask. I don't remember. I don't know what that is. Let me see if I can. I'm going to ask. Will the biopsy results show myoblast close to 20%? Okay. I just don't know much about this kind of diagnosis. I don't know which one is better or which one is worse. I would think scar tissue would be better. You only got one ace. You only got one ace for both of them. All right, I'm thinking it's scar tissue. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna pull another 3 cards just to see if I can get anything else health-wise. Can I just get something health-related? How is the health? You got the wish card here right in the center. You got the wish card. So the first card you have here is the Hangman in reverse, which means if your health was stagnant or if you were sort of in a place where it wasn't moving forward, this card, you're going to see improvement. Things are going to start to move because it's in reverse. If it was like this, it would be stagnant and not going anywhere. In the middle, you have the 9 of Cups. So I'm thinking you're going to get your wish. So put it out there. Focus on having perfect health because it can be yours. And then the last cup is the Page of the Page of Cups, which if you're a Pisces, it could be you, or if you're a water sign, it could be you, which would be a Cancer or a Scorpio as well, or maybe even the doctor. But we're definitely wishing you the best diagnosis. And I'm going to envision that the next time you write back, you're going to tell me that you're in perfect health. How about that? Is taught her will do any bad things to me in the future. Okay, this is for Floor. Will taught her do any bad things to me in the future? You got a 70% chance that this person is going to try to do bad things to you. And you have the Five of Cups, which means that you're worried about it, which, you know what? I don't blame you, because I would be too. But you can do a couple of things to protect yourself, like energetically, like with the salt, with the black candles. You can take a salt bath, that kind of stuff, to protect your energy. As far as if somebody is physically going to hurt you, that might be something different. I'm not really sure what this person, like what their intentions are, but I don't think that they're stopping right now, because you got 70% chance that they're still going to be playing around. So something bad could be spreading rumors, which is bad, but it's not life-threatening. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're in a life-threatening situation, I would definitely suggest law enforcement, but, you know, like something bad, there's a lot of things, like there's a lot that can be. Um, um, will I be in Nathan's class next school year? Okay, that's a good one. You only have a 33% chance because you only got one ace. So I'm not so sure that you're going to be in Nathan's class next year. Of course, you can work on focusing on it, seeing yourself in the class with him, and you know that can change because we control our own realities and our own destinies. So focus on what it is that you want. Should I go ahead with S's career suggestion for me? He talked to me today about a certification that I should do. Will I be successful in it? Okay. Okay. Will there be success in the new career? Definitely. You got two aces, and then the last card is, well, this could be a Gemini, or the Lovers is still, it's a positive card. So I think you will be very successful in the new career, or the new career. Yeah. That's Super Chat Junior. What was the question? Let me see if I can find it. Oh, what did I do? The aces, the way that I do the percentages depends on how many aces come up. So if one ace comes up, it's about a 33% chance. If two comes up, it's like a 67 to 70% chance. Three aces come up, it's a 99% chance, because of course there's always 1% chance that it could go in the other direction, like nothing, it couldn't be 100%. So I go by the aces. I suppose somebody else could, you know, choose the queens or the kings or something like that. I just was taught to use the aces, so that's why I use them. And it does kind of resonate with me. I kind of like aces. When are you getting the results back? How much? I'm just trying to think of how much time that we have, because what we want to do is try to, this is what my law of attraction coach tells me when it comes to anything. She's dealing with a health problem right now. That the best thing that you can do, and the only person you have to convince, is yourself. So it doesn't matter what other people think, what other people say. You convince yourself that this is done, it's over, your health is good. You put that out into the universe, and that's what should get shown back to you. This is what, I mean, I've been paying this woman for this coaching because I always feel like I'm my own worst enemy, and she says that it works on every level with absolutely anything, and that it does work with the health issues. She was telling me that her mother healed her eyesight with this method. The problem is that we have a hard time believing it. We just don't believe that we have that much control. We feel like it's out of our hands. And, then what does reality show us? Like, George Burns lived to be, 102, and he used to smoke and drink every day. My mom was a smoker, but she died at 50. So it's like there's no rhyme or reason to why something happens to one person and it doesn't happen to the other. Unless, and I wasn't inside my mother's head, so I don't know what she was thinking. What was she putting out into the universe? Was she afraid? Did she have these fears? I don't know. But this is what I've been taught. And like I said, I've been working with this, and I know that I'm a very tough critic and I have a hard time believing in it. So it might take you some time, but you just focus on, I am healed. It's over. My health is in perfect condition. And this is what I'm going to hear from the doctor. And we're all sending you positive energy. And I hope that you can get your brain around it and convince yourself and put that out there, because the power of the positive mind, I mean, I've read about it. We all hear about it. I mean, you can see all kinds of videos, but yet for some reason, when it comes to ourselves, we have a very hard time, thinking that we're capable of it. So I totally get it, and I will definitely be sending you positive energy. Junior, I can't find your question. Would you mind resending it? Because I don't want to miss it. Okay, me and my ex haven't spoken in 3 months. How does she feel about me, and will we work things out? Okay, well, the time, that doesn't matter. I mean, sometimes people break up for years and they get back together. Don't worry about it. Will we work things out? All right, first I'm going to ask, will you work things out? I think you might have a little bit of a challenge, only because, all right, so first you have the Page of Swords, which is, like, you could hear from this person out of the blue, like she could call you tomorrow, definitely. When this guy shows up, it's like a message out of the blue. The next card is the Ace of Pentacles, which would be a 33% chance, yes, you will reconcile. The only uphill battle that I'm thinking is this card, which looks like there may still be some unfinished business and maybe a little bit of bickering, but it's nothing that we can't work out. So let's see, how is the ex feeling about me right now? How is the ex feeling about me right now? The Magician. This person feels good about you. Stability. Well, this could either be that she looks at you like you're financially stable, or like you're a stable person, or this could also mean that she maybe thinks that you're a little bit cheap. Which, listen, I don't think that being cheap is so bad, because I'm not cheap, and like, money flows in and out of my life. I think being financially stable is better, but I'm a Pisces and we tend to not be very good with money. And then the last card you have is the Star. I think that she thinks of you with pretty high regard. So I would just be open to the possibility that she could reach out and contact you at any moment, especially with the Page of Swords. The Star card and the Magician, she definitely looks at you. There's no ill feelings here. There's good feelings. I'm pretty cheap. Okay, good. Save your money. Put it in the bank so that you have something stable for the future and that you don't have to struggle. Because some of us are just not good with money. Okay. Oh my God, I feel like I'm so behind here. Is my ex going to communicate with me soon? Will there be a reconciliation? Okay, this is for Anna. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 3 aces. There's definitely going to be communication and a reconciliation coming up. I'm going to use a playing card to see if we can get a timing. 3 of clubs. So the clubs would be this summer, 3 days, 3 months, 3 weeks, the month of March at the very latest. But the clubs, I'm thinking more of a chance that it's going to be this summer. How does he feel about me right now? Okay, let's see. How's he feeling right now? If he was worried about something, he's starting to stop worrying. Could have been like he was a little apprehensive, or maybe he was nervous about something, but he's not so nervous anymore. He's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. Rest and relaxation comes up. I don't know if you're going to do something maybe on the weekend where you're going to be relaxing together or whatever. Celebration, so that's positive. And the Empress. So the Empress is all things beautiful. Fertility, the mother, see the little Venus sign, abundance. This is like money, wealth, beauty. Definitely thinks of you in a good light. And maybe you're going to be doing something this weekend that either involves some rest and relaxation, and there also could be some kind of a party or something, some kind of celebration. Or a celebration doesn't have to be a party. It could just be something that you guys are doing together. Am I going to be okay when it comes to love? Okay, this one is for Taurus girl. You got 1 ace, which is 33% chance. Yes, you're going to be okay. You have the Page of Wands, which also suggests that you're going to be okay. You also have here perseverance. So you're going to be fine. If you're going through something right now, it will pass. I know that in the moment, it always feels like it's never going to pass, but it's going to pass. It will pass. I know, I hate that. And I always hated when people said that to me too. But it's the truth. You know, everything fluctuates. Like, we're not happy all the time, even when something good happens. And we won't be sad forever, even when something bad happens. How does my Pisces ex G feel about me? Okay, Anna, how does the Pisces ex feel? Well, it seems like he feels, when this card shows up in reverse, it's like he lost. So upright, it's like feeling like I won the battle, maybe haven't won the war yet, but in reverse, it's like feeling like I lost. I didn't win here. And then the 10 of Pentacles in reverse is kind of echoing that. And then the last card here is the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if you're an earth sign, but if you are, this would be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. I feel like he feels like he lost. Either he made a mistake or he did something and he lost you. That's how he's feeling. Right. Let's see. Oh, welcome to the new people. Thank you so much for watching. Junior, if you're looking for learning how to read tarot, I was thinking about doing a like a series on teaching everyone how to read. I have anxiety about my vacation, how it's going to turn out. All right, let's see. What part of it is making you anxious? How's the vacation going to turn out? Doesn't look like the vacation is going to be bad. The first card is the Queen of Pentacles, which could be an earth sign. The second card is the King of Wands, which could be a fire sign, if these are people that you're going with. Now you have the Empress, which is abundance. It's beauty. It's good things. The other card you have here is the Devil. Now the Devil is not terrible. This could be, I mean, if you're on vacation, it could be excessive drinking or partying, or it could be excessive spending money. That could be too. And then the last card is the Queen of Cups, which would be a water sign. So I don't know if you're going on a trip with a lot of people, or these are going to be people that are around you, maybe people that you're hanging out with. But it looks like all things beautiful and some excess. It doesn't look like it's going to be a bad vacation, but I don't know what the source of anxiety is. Where am I? Will S and B hook up? When and who will initiate it? Okay. Will S and B hook up? I don't think so. You only got one ace here, which is like a 33% chance that they could. But the first card is the betrayal card, or somebody feels betrayed or heartbroken. And then the last card is the Six of Cups in reverse, which is like looking back on the situation, not in a fond way. So I'm not thinking that they're hooking up. Not at this moment anyway. Let me see. All right. What are the feelings of Pedro for me? Okay, Anna, let's see. What are Pedro's feelings? And then I got to run because I have to go to work. But I'm going to try to come on tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow I have to leave a little bit earlier, so if I come on, it'll be a little earlier in the day. And if not, I'll try to come on Saturday. Okay, what are Pedro's feelings? Well, Pedro doesn't look like he's moving forward anytime soon. So the first card is not getting rest and relaxation. It could be that he's, I don't want to say up all night worried, because it's not that card, but it's like feeling unrested and uneasy. And then the second card is the Hermit card, which is in reverse, which is isolating from yourself. Like, it's not looking back, like to removing yourself from a situation for a positive reason. It's like isolating, like I don't want to deal with anyone. I'm just not up to it right now. The Eight of Wands in reverse is also somebody who is not moving forward. It's like a slowdown, and then the weight of the world is on his shoulders. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is a pretty positive symbol, but the this guy is a slow mover. So I'm thinking that it may not have anything to do with you that he's not moving forward. It could be something that's going on with him, and it has nothing to do with you, because this is like his own stuff. So I don't know if he's just not moving forward because he's going through something, or he's feeling like, I don't know, worried about something. I don't know, maybe it's something financial that's weighing on his mind. The weight of the world is on his shoulders. All right, guys, that's all I have time for today, because I have got to leave for, oh, you blocked him? Well, that could be. He's feeling like he's stuck. And he has, yeah, that could be why. That's okay. If you're happy with him being blocked, leave him blocked. We can always ask the question when you decide to unblock him, if you decide to unblock him. But he's definitely feeling it. All right, I'm sorry I didn't get to more questions, but I'm going to try to come on tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow if I can, around 2-ish. I'm going to do my best, all right? Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the super chats. And if you would like, subscribe, and share me with your friends, I would appreciate it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.